Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for that.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
you're welcome.
And again, I wanna just thank you guys for the opportunity. I've been watching you guys. Actually, I did watch every single video last night, and you guys are doing
appreciate it.
amazing things. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So my name is Reen Primus. I'm the owner of The Zone Fitness. It's a virtual fitness company. I've been doing it now since the quarantine started.
Okay.
But I started the business before that, and I was doing a lot of like personal training, but that really wasn't my thing. I like doing group training, so that's what I'm doing virtually now. They also call me Mean Reen. They call me the Consistency Queen. Depends on what rep we're on. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, there we go. Nah, so right, my first question, right, is for you, right? What got you started into fitness? Like, what gave you that push?
Well, I mean, that's a long story.
Yeah.
Tell your story. Tell your story.
So I've been heavy my whole life. I was like really, really big.
Okay.
And I think my heaviest, I was 312 pounds. So I just got sick and tired of being heavy, being out of breath, being overweight, being not able to climb stairs, that kind of thing. So I just I had all different times. Like I did every diet you could think of, Cabbage diet, Atkins diet, all kinds of crazy stuff. So once I learned that that doesn't work because you do a diet and then you gain all the weight back, I started working out. And I had the most success when I worked out with a group fitness coach who was she was really good. She got us all motivated, that kind of thing. Because when I would try to work out on my own, that didn't work for me. And doing a personal trainer didn't really work either. So the group fitness worked because you had the trainer there, but you also had the other women that you can, feed your energy off of. So that worked for me. And that led me to just staying consistent. And that's why I call myself the Consistency Queen. You can check the receipts if you scroll on my Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. Look, talk about it.
Talk slick.
Talk about it.
So when I decided to start my business, I said, well, I'm going to use that my power of being consistent, and I'm going to use that to start my business. So I do virtual classes. I do them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 o'clock. They're live classes online, and you got to be consistent to do something like that because it's not easy.
You do. Yes.
You guys know, production is not behind the scenes stuff. People don't see that part.
Yeah, that's the part that's missing.
That's
right?
the part that's tough.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty much it.
There you go.
So what I want to ask you, like, other than going through the fitness coach and doing the group session, like, who inspire you? Like, who you look up to? Like, who really push you?
But to what? To
Like
get,
like
to
the
do my
like the
business
workout.
stuff?
Like say me, like before I started training and working out and everything. It's a guy named Marvin Ward. They call him Messi Marv. I looked up to him. He was like inspired. I was like, I want to be like him. I want to have muscles like him. I want to. So that pushed me. Like, who you look up to in the fitness world? That's what I'm going to say. Who you look up to in the fitness world?
Well, there's a lot of different people that are mentors to me, stuff like that. There's a young lady named Sherelle Jordan. She's really consistent.
Okay.
She has 8 children.
Oh,
And she was able to, every time she gained the weight after a pregnancy, she lost it. She keeps it off. She's really into holistic health and stuff like that now. So she's a mentor to me. And myself.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
There
Wow.
you go.
To being able to pick yourself up.
Yeah.
Like that is motivation in itself. I know that sounds crazy. People don't
Nah,
normally say
listen.
that. But we got to think, like Snoop
Yeah.
did. He said a speech, right? He said, I want to thank me.
Yeah,
That's for real.
yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
wake up every
you
day.
You're right about
You
that.
do the hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay to acknowledge yourself
No,
for your hard work because some people don't do that.
Definitely. And you're, as a female, because there's a lot of females, like we trainers and we know how hard it is for females to get started, right? So they like hearing from you is perfect, I think, because right, because you've been in their shoes before. And this is what I like about you, because you always talk about the 100 pounds.
Yeah.
You lost 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So just speak on like that journey just to get started, to lose the 100 pounds, because that's the hardest journey for people is to start.
So I think, like, when you say that big number, because I went to the doctor and the doctor was like, you have to lose 100 pounds. And I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Like, see?
Okay. Let's go. You know, like,
Yeah.
and I wasn't doing surgery.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do that. Not anything against people
Yeah.
that decide to do that, but it wasn't for me. I'm scared of surgeries and all of that. So I just started.
Okay.
I started on a random Tuesday.
Ah.
I had enough. So the morning
Okay.
the morning before, I had bent down to tie my shoes and I lost my
Wow.
breath. Like I couldn't breathe. And I
Wow.
was like, what are we doing?
Wow.
Like what are we doing? I was like, I got to do something about this.
Yes.
So I called, one of my friends had recently lost some weight and she went to a nutritionist. So I made an appointment with that nutritionist. I went there and I got all the information. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, and then you try to use it
and then
yourself,
just used
right?
it, right. And I just started.
There you
I
go.
started changing my diet. I started cutting back on sugar because sugar is the silent killer, guys.
Yep.
You got to cut that soda out.
Craig, 90 days.
I know, you're 90
days.
days.
I'm gonna have to
That's
don't know what I
gangsta.
leave, dog.
So you cut.
Nah, I
so
do,
we can talk about that, because did you cut
Nah.
carbs and everything?
Now, just my main thing is I go every quarter. I do like say all this month I'm sugar. Then I go 3 more months of no sugar. Then 1 month of sugar. Then I'm just doing this. I'm just forever because I already don't eat no meat at all. I just eat seafood. So I go 3
That's what
months
I'm
every quarter.
starting now. I just started doing the only seafood.
See?
And something that stuck out to me that you said in anything that played a big thing, like when you said, this what people don't, this why people give up so fast.
Yeah.
They see how you did all these diets, it ain't work out. You ain't like a train, you ain't like a personal trainer, you like group. It's like people, you gotta find your spot.
What
Just like when I
works
tell
for
people
you.
when they be talking about weight, you think this
Yeah.
weight training, you might got about 1,000 of them
Yeah.
to get the right fit. See, that's why people give up so fast. So that
Yeah.
stuck out with me. You might try this diet, it don't work
Yeah.
out. You might go to me. I don't work out. You might go to Don.
Yeah.
You don't work out. You might go to you. You work out. So you gotta like.
You got to find what works for you. There's so many different ways you can work out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not one particular way. You can do it all different.
Yeah.
Like some people like that bike
Yeah.
situation.
It's
We're not
about
gonna
the
say
excitement.
we're not
Yeah,
giving
you
nobody
know,
no free
we ain't gonna do
promotion.
free promotion, but you
you
know.
know what I mean. But there's all different ways
Yes.
to work out, right? You got to find what works for you. So if you're doing something that doesn't work, that doesn't mean stop.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing right now isn't working either. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
You can't walk up the stairs. Your clothes don't fit. You got all these fly outfits in your closet you can't wear. We don't want to do that. We
Yeah.
want to be able to wear our
Wear your
clothes.
right?
So I forgot what part of the story I was up to.
Don't
I
worry.
don't remember.
Go ahead where we want to start. We was at the part with the eating part. We were
The
at.
eating?
Just the eating,
Just
just-
go ahead to eating. And
So I just started basically.
There you
I
go.
cut back. That's what it was. The sugar.
Yeah, the sugar.
I cut back on my sugar. I cut back on carbs. Didn't cut it out, but cut back. So I started doing complex carbs. That's
okay, you get into the
getting
the
into all the
science. You try to get
nutrition
to
stuff. And I just kept telling myself, take it one day at a time. When I first started working out, I could only do 20 minutes of cardio, and that was it. And I remember the first time I got on, I cried afterwards,
Wow.
like, oh my God, I'm so out of shape. Like, it was crazy. But I didn't quit. I kept going and going every day, one day at a time. And I didn't even you know how some people say, oh, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the time it's
There
going
you
to
go.
take. You just take it one day at a time. And that's what I did.
Yeah, that's
And I'm still on it. It's a
lifelong journey, right?
So
Yeah.
I'm still on the journey.
Yep.
The crazy
Yeah.
thing
We're
about
on
that
that
is,
marathon.
I think the part of as us being trainers, the biggest thing is the mental.
Yeah. True.
If once you get,
100%.
and that's for this life period. You set your mind on something you could accomplish.
Yeah.
And the big thing is when people working out is, just like when we get new clients, just online anywhere, they come and they overthink like what you should do. They be everywhere because they overthinking it. So they kill themselves before they even do the training. So I think to me the biggest thing is getting the mental
Yeah,
in the right
true.
place.
Yes.
I agree with that. Like, but see, this the story people need to hear. Like, cause all the time we always in the front of our own front, right? But they never hear about your story unless they sign up with you.
Yeah.
All right, they are, because sometimes people will go to your page, look a little bit, and just go by,
Yeah.
and don't really find out you and how you got to that journey. Because people look for the quick fix and not knowing this joint. This joint, nothing quick about it.
There's
so
no quick fix.
yeah,
Sorry.
and then with you up here and giving that, like I'll be watching your Zoom, like your clip, we'll definitely show you little clips online and how the energy you give, it means something to people because you give out a lot of energy. So I know in your classes, I know they be turned up with you
Yeah.
on there because you be going in, and like you said, you loud, you let it off.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. I was watching
listen,
that.
you watching
I
Nah.
That's why I was like, you
no, she turned up. But this is great because like it's women, right? And a lot of times women are hard because women once they get, like have pregnant, they get pregnant, right? Had a baby. A lot of them be frustrated at their weight after
And they
having
get
it. And don't
depressed.
depressed. You know, depression sits in. They want to lose the weight, but they don't want to start.
And they don't
So,
know how.
They don't know how.
It's
There
like,
you
'cause
go.
It's overwhelming. The market is
Uh-huh.
saturated. It's a
True.
whole lose weight, lose 100 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't even know what to do. And then the other thing is now they're pushing surgery. Not only weight loss surgery, but also plastic surgery.
Yeah, true.
And I always tell my ladies, I'm like, okay, you can go to DR, you can get a tummy tuck, but guess what? You got to maintain that tummy tuck.
Yep. There we
You gotta
go.
maintain it. 'Cause it's not
Wow.
gonna stay. You can go and get your butt done, but you gotta maintain that booty. Or else it's gonna look like a diaper.
Yeah.
You've seen it. We've all seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's facts. Like,
Facts.
Nah,
listen,
you always
still
say
have
that.
to
Doc. You always-
maintain it. And you can tell when, you know, a
Yeah.
young lady has gone and got some work done and thought that was it. And then, you know,
Yeah,
a
then
year
you see-
later, that thing is sagging.
And that's